Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Brazil versus Argentina FIFA World Cup gameplay final. Let's go.
The national anthem of Argentina rings out. Well, that has got the juices flowing, and now this. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, we never really did friendly derbies, not when I was playing, Peter. But it's impossible to keep rivalries in check, completely in check. So while I'm not expecting everything to go flying at 100 miles an hour, this could get spicy.
Off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I'm going to highlight somebody with special talents, maybe a special mentality, and it's this guy, Emi Martinez. As a goalkeeper, he is just a big presence. He's a big strength in the team, and we know he has a reputation for gamesmanship. He has a reputation of trying to get in the heads of his opponents, and it all comes with a lovely personality and a different character, and it's good to see that in the game.
Okay, interesting. Playing crossfield, changing the point of attack. Marquinhos, quality ball. That has been cut short. Paredes. Messi. Now it's Alvarez. Now it's DePaul. And that has been clubbed away. He's got away. Now what's he got in mind? Romero shifted upfield. Otamendi. Romero forwards and with intent. Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior spread out to the left. Messi. DePaul. Senesi. Otamendi. McAllister. That's really well manoeuvred. Simeone. Now it's Alvarez. And it's Messi. Romero. And here's Messi. Calmly anticipates. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Vinicius Junior. He's in a great position. Shoots! Cleared without complication. Neymar, can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Neymar goes short. Neymar. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Acuna, the pull, now he's off and running. Neymar, Romero wins the duel this time. McAllister, Otamendi, Paredes, Romero, gently done. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Keeper's got good distance on that. And it's Neymar. That's good defending, very good defending. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Romero, the pull, aim forwards. He's shifting through the gears here. And the counter is on. Danilo. Neymar. And that has been cleared. Neymar. Alvarez. And here's the chance to counter. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nicely intercepted. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Argentina playing high up the pitch here, very much taking a front foot approach. Paredes. Now it's Alvarez. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Alvarez couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
That's an excellent interception. Moved on forwards.
Brazil have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And it's played forward. And here's Vinicius Junior. And it's Danilo. Tries a measured ball. Neymar. The pull did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bremer, head over towards the opposite flank. Do have a chance to counter here. Oh, red, nice interception. They'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Played towards the other side. Danilo. Here's Vinicius Junior, out to the right. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Brazil, it's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
And here's Vinicius Junior, and claimed it back swiftly. Here's a corner, good chance. Otamendi attempts a clearance. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. De Paul providing an outlet on that flank. Now it's De Paul. De Paul with the delivery. Bremer is there and he can get that clear. Moved on forwards. Marquinhos, long ball upfield. Delicate ball and it needs to be. A lot of space there. And a chance! Can get it clear. Bruno Guimaraes. That's good play. Nice physical challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Fabinho. So it is still 0-0. And it's Danilo. Hit into the middle. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Bruno Guimaraes. Tries a shot! Has another goal! That was superb goalkeeping!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And he's there to clear it. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Chance here to counter. Fabinho. Alvarez. And here's Messi. Alvarez. Out to the left it goes. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Neymar. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. He's having a shot! Otamendi gets rid without sophistication. And here's Neymar. Neymar played with finesse. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. What a throw in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. He's beaten the last man. And it's Danilo. Tries a deft little ball. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Great run on the overlap here. Neymar in acres of space out wide. The less said about that pass, the better. De Paul. Senesi forwards and with intent. Muscular approach does pay off here. McAllister shifted upfield. Played into the middle. Bremer can get it clear. And that's a throw. Bremer. Acuna. Paredes. That's really well manoeuvred. Marquinhos gets good distance on it. That's a cute ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Simeone. And here's Alves having a shot! Looks to the other side. Danilo. Vinicius Junior succumbs to the pressure. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Oh, that is a bit special. Brazil have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Rodrigo De Paul. De Paul. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Alvarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That has been knocked clear. Acuna. Now it's Alvarez. Romero. And here's Messi. Thinks one through. Messi looking to get on the end of this. It's Guimaraes. McAllister did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Messi. Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo. Very nicely done. Cross. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Neymar with the short one. Only partially clear. Great chance! Four attempts, just the wrong outcome.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins.
Argentina have reclaimed it. Bremer. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Bruno Guimaraes. Fabinho is onto it in a flash. Picks it up out wide. Gets into some space. Turns and goes back. Goes for a shot! Romero gets it clear. Messi. Oh, that's nice. Messi's cross. And that is not finding anyone. Vinicius Junior. De Paul. And it's Rodrigo De Paul. And here's Messi. Crosses it in here. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. Bremer. Danilo. Danilo gently done. Martinez, long ball by the goalkeeper. Otamendi, moved on forwards. Paredes. De Paul. Romero. A chance to play it in. Delivered across. Keeper has taken decisive action. And they've got rid. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Vinicius Junior. Danilo shifted up, shot a goal! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
And it's Messi. Messi done delicately. Out of play for a goal kick. Bruno Guimaraes. Vinicius Junior. He's found a way through. And it's played forward. Argentina can break now. Now it's Messi. Romero carries the ball down the right. Nice control. De Paul with the cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's in space and looking for options. Fabinho. Bruno Guimaraes. Brazil heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. It's a goal kick. No way through there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Edison sends that a long way. Now he's wondering who wants it. Proves too strong. Now it's Alvarez. Otamendi. Senesi. Otamendi, he's gone direct here. Now it's Simeone. Acuna. And here's Alvarez. He's being urged to shoot. Bremer aim forwards. Romero. Over to the left. Can he finish? It's in! Argentina are level.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Argentina grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Senesi does really well to win the ball there. And here's Vinicius Junior. That is a brilliant interception. Danger averted for now. And he's there to get it away. Acuna. Simeone. Argentina ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Fabinho. Marquinhos. Fabinho. Fabinho played out to the left flank. And it's gone back to the keeper. Keeper's got good distance on that. That's a throw. Romero. Messi. Cuts out the pass.
Messi, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Marquinhos, good-looking ball. And they've got a throw. Romero wins the duel this time. He can get that clear. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, the referee's booking him here for a dive.
Correctly so, Peter. It's an element of the game we just can do without.
Now it's Neymar. He can run onto that. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Otamendi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And it's Guimaraes. Cross goes in there. Tries to get it clear. McAllister. Bremer forwards and with intent. Neymar chooses to go back, and it's Guimaraes. And he goes cross-field. Acuna with the clearance. Plenty waiting in the middle. It's gone for a throw-in. So who's he picking out? Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, delicate chip through. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. And that's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. Second period then underway.
Brazil clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Fabinho. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. McAllister. And here's the pull. Fabinho attempts a clearance. Romero. Messi. And that was very necessary. Neymar. Looking to break at pace. Well, that's well seen too. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. The pull with a definite foul there. That has been knocked clear. And it's Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes. Fabinho. Marquinhos.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Oh, this looks sharp. Alvarez looks to get on the end of this. Fabinho. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, good spread. Quick ball upfield. Acuna. Bruno Guimaraes cuts it out. Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. It'll be a throw-in. Alvarez. Lobbed in behind. Played through for the wide man. Defending of the desperate variety. Romero. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm. Oh, shooting chance! And it's Paredes. Paredes. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Messi. Messi! He's there to hit it! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence. Vinicius Junior really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Over to the left. Simeone. McAllister. Great work on the overlap. Oh, nice touch. Simeone. Acuna. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. It was worth a go.
Danilo. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Well, they could break here. Alvarez. It's been slipped through. That's very neat. Romero. Now here's the delivery. Paredes. And it's McAllister. Simeone tries to dink it through. Neymar. Marquinhos. Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Danilo. He's cut it out. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Brazil could not have hoped for a better opportunity. A lot of furious gesticulation, but it is never going to make the referee overturn a decision.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
And he does it with ice in his veins.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Brazil take the lead. De Paul.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Vinicius Junior really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
McAllister, that's an imaginative pass. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Simeone. Danilo. Marquinhos. Neymar won a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a third.
He looks a really hungry player right now. Marquinhos, probing pass. Paredes. Now it's Simeone. Simeone stood his ground strongly. Simeone. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Otamendi. Romero. And here's Messi. De Paul. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's McAllister.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Referee's given a throw. Bremer. Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo. Some good work on the right flank here. It's really well manoeuvred. Acuna forwards and with intent. Bremer. Marquinhos. Bremer. Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. He is through here. And it's played forward. The ball shifted upfield. Messi, and it's lofted through here. Simeone. And here's the pull. To Paul! Marquinhos. Danilo. Bremer. Aim forwards. Danilo is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Aimed in towards the centre. Moved on forwards. Bruno Guimaraes. Marquinhos. Marquinhos gently done. Neymar. Now it's Vinicius Junior, and he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's been drilled forward. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Bruno Guimaraes. Fabinho. Marquinhos. That's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's Vinicius Junior! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Brazil can make their change now with a break in play. Romero. Messi. Now it's Messi. Romero. Romero. Now it's Messi. Time to deliver. That looks a good cross. That's going to go a long way. De Paul delivers the ball. A well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Danilo. And that could set him on his way. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Vinicius Junior really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Marquinhos. Marquinhos shifted upfield. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's McAllister. Out to the left it goes. Oh, what a climb! It's in! There seemed no way back, but they are level.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Played out to the right. Bruno Guimaraes. That's a nicely weighted pass. The worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Now it's Alvarez, and it's Messi. McAllister. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. McAllister. Well, what about it? So close to victory, and it has got away. Marquinhos makes the interception. Brazil do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
McAllister. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Acuna. Now then, the ball's come loose. He has found the way through. Sara. Aim forwards. And it's played forward. Well, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. And he's managed to get free. Simeone.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Brazil making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Vicious ball here. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. McAllister. Senesi forwards and with intent. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Sara. And he cuts out the supply. Fabinho. Ederson, long ball by the goalkeeper. And that's been won straight back. That looks a cracking ball. He's found a way through. And he's heaved it away.
Brazil clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Out for a throw. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Romero played into space.
Argentina really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
He's in plenty of space here. He is just caressing the ball. Caresses it through. Played in deep. And back out it comes. And it's Neymar. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Alvarez. Acuna. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Danilo looking to hit the byline here.
Brazil clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And that is out of play. Played towards the other side. Oh, can he get onto this? That pass has been well intercepted. Paredes. Simeone. Now this could be a chance. Alvarez! Oh, should have put that away.
Oh, look, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
There's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake.
It's a mighty effort! Goal! Argentina! And the comeback is complete! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible, and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Argentina go into the lead.
I think what we've just seen is further evidence of their resilience and fantastic belief. I mean, they can always come through. Remarkable.
That's really well manoeuvred. And that was very necessary.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Fernandez, that's a delicate pass. Gonzalez, looking here to chip it through. No way through, so back it comes. And it's Fernandez. Out to the right. Messi. Brazil are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Vinicius Junior. And it's played into the middle.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
The changes then in quick succession. McAllister shifted upfield. Marquinhos does really well to win the ball there. Matheus Cunha clipped into space.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Looking here to chip it through.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Well timed, excellent interception.
Brazil really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
He decides to cross it. Neymar wins the duel this time. Matheus Cunha. Danilo.
Brazil really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
McAllister, and it's Paredes. Fernandez done delicately. A corner it is then. Keeper's dealt with that. Neymar getting this one clear.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Showing good feet. Fernandez. McAllister. Paredes. Fernandez. And it's played forward.
Argentina nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle. They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch.
They need to get it in quick. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Fernandez. Romero, aim forwards. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Bremer. Danilo. And here's Vinicius Junior. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Now it's McAllister. Matheus Cunha. And here's Vinicius Junior. And there's green grass ahead of him. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius, there's the shot! Fabinho. Final seconds, this has to be it. Sara tries to thread one through. Senesi can get it clear. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Turns and goes back. Fabinho gently done. Oh, that's neat. Chance for a cross, maybe now or never. Chooses to go back. Decent chance! Oh, that was And the referee brings it to a close. Brazil played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.